It's grown up. Shake time by low.
Yo, go on.
Are we recording?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Welcome everyone to Behind the Tracks. I'm Alfonso.
And I'm Pepe.
And today we are taking a break from rap versus pop technically, even though we are reviewing a hip hop album, as you can see. So Pepe, why are we here today?
We are actually here today because we have this new album, which is iMusic by Playboi Carti. And this album actually was supposed to come out in 2024, and also the name was iMusic 2024. But now that people were very, very mad that it didn't drop, he finally dropped it in 2025.
Correct. So for anyone who doesn't know, I am mostly a pop and indie music listener, and he's very into hip-hop, Pepe.
Indeed, I am.
So, what I wanted to know, are you a Playboi Carti fan?
I'm not the biggest fan, but I do actually like his music. Actually, I saw Playboi Carti live once at Frauenfeld, which is in Switzerland. It's like a big ass festival, biggest hip-hop festival in the whole of Europe. 180,000 people were there. He's a very good live performer. Like, he has just this crazy vibe where he has so much energy, and he's like jumping around on stage, and like he has screaming and hyping up his crowd. It was like, I'm in a different world or something. It was so insane because all the people were so in the rage mode and jumping around, and it was really hard to get air, and it was just once in a lifetime experience, I have to say that. But it was worth it.
You survived.
Yeah.
Then all good. In my case, I did know Playboi Carti, but you will never guess from which song.
Either, I think, Timeless by The Weeknd. No?
No.
Location?
No.
RIP?
No.
Then tell me.
I Love It by Camila Cabello and Playboi Carti.
Oh, yeah.
Moving out Mary Jane, I feel burnt out like the sun.
So then my first impression of Carti was like, wow, all of a sudden I don't speak English. It's like, what is this? He's mumbling or what?
Yeah. Actually, his fans call it Cardinese, which is his own kind of language, because they're all making fun. The whole community makes fun of him not speaking clearly. Only real Playboi Carti fans can actually understand what he's saying.
So my question is, can you understand it without reading it?
Actually, I've been listening to him like on and off for like a year, and now
Okay.
I do understand a lot he's saying, actually, yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed, I must say. So then, I knew he is kind of divisive. Like, some of his projects are very acclaimed,
Yeah.
and some of them not so much.
Yeah. I had kind of high expectations for the album because some of the songs on the album were actually like leaked 3 years ago. So I already knew them and I kind of liked them. And when I first listened to it, the first song, Pop Out, I kind of felt like was not a very good opener, which was kind of sad, especially if you waited 4 years for the album or something.
For me, I will say that some of the beats were impressive to me, and they were cute, kind of sometimes 8-beat vibe. But I was sad that the themes of the album didn't change at all after the first song. We have the opener, Pop Out, and then it's like he had a checklist of things to mention in the other 29 songs, which includes, of course, having bitches and luxury brands. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But also ops, like his opponents, like his enemies, having shooters hired, Molly, and I think it's pronounced homicide.
Homicide is called Homicide Gang, which is a group of 2 people he is friends with, and that's why he's kind of screaming it in between sometimes, because he kind of wants to push his label, obviously, and yeah.
Yeah, there's a team of people that are very close to each other making this album. It does feel like that. But yeah, sadly, I just feel like he didn't have much to say to make a 70-minute plus album, you know?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
For example, you have interesting stuff like the intro of Evil Jordan, which I loved.
Same.
The beats or Crush and like Wheezy, I really liked, but they were sometimes ruined by the theme, like the lyrics. I don't think they were so likable, and I was like, for example, in Crush, there's so much potential.
Yeah.
That could have been my favorite song, but I didn't end up loving any songs in the album actually.
I do have a song I personally very like, which is Backdoor with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, the features for the most part were better than Playboi Carti himself, and so it's like, okay, I can get into his singing if I get used to it for like 5-10 minutes, but then I hear Travis and I'm like, okay, this is cool, and then when I get back to Carti, I'm like, I have to get used to it again.
Yeah.
But I agree that Backdoor is one of the better songs, and my favorite ones are Rather Lie, I See You Baby Boy, and Olympian.
Okay. For me personally, I have to say Backdoor, Rather Lie is one of my favorite songs, and on the deluxe version now also 2024 I like very much, and Hood by Air, which is the opener of the tour he had in 2025 where he was at Frauenfeld, open air, and I kind of have a relationship with that song because of that.
And what about your least favorite?
I think I only have one least favorite, the others are kind of like on the same page. I think my least favorite song is like Wheezy.
Oh!
Yeah, because I don't know, like the beat is kind of cool, but his rapping on that song, it's like very weird, I'd say.
My least favorite is Charge Them Hoes a Fee.
Okay, I see it.
That feature felt like a parody of Carti. He's like, he enunciated even less than Carti.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you want, I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Carti has been arrested several times.
Yes. He's not a very good human, I think. Did you know the thing with his son?
No, I didn't know he has a son.
Yeah, he actually does have a son, and he doesn't really care with him. And there's a very viral video that went around where his ex-wife, that he also punched, kind of.
This man didn't even come to see his son be born. He went to Philly to play the PlayStation with little Uzi. He thought that was more important than seeing his son be born. And I had a scheduled C-section.
I know he allegedly canceled the concert to watch a film, but not about this. Oh my god.
I think I have to say one more thing, and then we continue with the score. So the one thing is, it kind of is what I expected. I didn't expect it to be the best album ever. He could have done better, he could have done worse. So it's kind of average for me, which is why I would say the album is for me a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Which is kind of, it's okay.
Yeah. For me, for music, I decided to give it a 2 out of 10.
I think it's not an album that's supposed to have very much substance. It's like and like rage, party to it or whatever.
Yeah, and even the substance that is there gets washed out because of the repetition of the other elements. So I don't think it makes his talent shine, because he has some funny lyrics like, I can't believe my eyes, so I wore a GoPro. It's just funny. Like, okay,
it is funny lyrics.
But yes, overall, this album shows me I can enjoy or not enjoy hip-hop to a certain degree.
Definitely. So you maybe will have a bit of other perspective on new albums, which are gonna come in the future. So I hope you liked it. Bye bye.
Enjoy the rest of Jugendstil.
Yes.